Ah, welcome. Greetings and good day. My name is Zions. Welcome back to Mina The Hollower. You see, we came back to this game even though I've beaten it, because we got to the part where she said it's hollowing time and hollowed all over the boss. Now we gotta get all the things and the doodads, because apparently... So last time I was like, I gotta figure out this ending. This ending's... Awful things have happened, and it's probably my fault as the player. So that's just how the ending is. There is one other ending that I'll pull up on YouTube and we'll watch it later, because I'm not doing the requirements for that. It's more of a meme. When we got to that trial scene, we have to get none of the things used against us. You have to do like a checklist of like 48 things that you either do not interact with, or specifically do intentionally in a specific way that keeps you from being the bad guy. So I'm not doing that, and that's the only other ending right now. So we're just gonna get stuff. Might as well head west. See, that was my first hint, is that I didn't complete the bayou, but that was one of the regions that had like a decent ending. Like, oh, the water's run clear. And it's like, oh, that means I did something special there, you see. And I did a good, and I need to do a good in the other places. Incorrect. As it turns out, not how it works. I also found I found the other weapon upgrades I was missing. So I've been messing around with the other weapons. Yeah, so so when you get the choice of 3 weapons at the beginning of the game, you get to keep the one you pick, right? Well, the other 2 are still on the ship, and you have to find your way back onto the ship to get the upgrades for those. Which I thought was pretty funny. Just like the way it was just like tucked and nestled away. Why did we go all the way back up here? I still feel like that lava mechanic's really inconsistent. Like it goes on like a tick, and if you just happen to dig at the same time as the tick, it just hits you instantly. I probably don't need to fish here, right? Oh, right, I need to be in an underlab to check the map. Fair enough. Let's just head to the bayou like we were going to. Yeah, I really do like all of the weapons, as much as I got addicted to the whip. It's just so classic and iconic in this not Castlevania game. Alright, better check out what I'm actually looking for before I start rummaging around over here. Huh. Oh, that's right. I think I know where all of that stuff is, actually. The fishing one, I just need to catch all the fish, and then I get the last fishing upgrade. But I think I know where the vial pouch and the bone stone is. Because I realized I stole a ladder earlier in the game, and I only used it to get one thing, and I probably could have just carried it around everywhere. So I went ahead and unlocked all of those so I could just get straight to them. I didn't actually... Oh, okay. Dark area. Let me go equip the thing for that. Like, I have a specific trinket for that, I better use it. But yeah, I just went and re-stole the ladder and used it for all the things. I didn't realize it could fit through some of the areas, or that I'd be able to make it across some of the jumps while carrying a whole ladder. And then I was like, that actually makes the only sense there is on this. Oh, that's deep water. Burrower's Codex is so nice. Never have to come up from water. I wouldn't want to dig around in this dark area anyways. Sounds like it would be miserable trying to figure out where to go. Okay, I still need one more fish in this area somehow. I imagine it's in... I imagine it only spawns in here. Or in some other sort of area like this. You can't have... Quit. I'm not getting you addicted to ranch dressing like my last cat. It's not happening. Go away. Yeah, whine all you want. What have we here? Well, we've got a mouse. And she's got knives. She's very dangerous. The true villain of this game, according to some. I have no idea where I'm going. Every game in history, even the best ones, every 2D game thinks they need to have dark areas. I mean, I'm sure I could build Mina in Pathfinder. I'm 100% positive, in fact. She's quite grounded in her abilities. So she fights with multiple weapons, so she's a martial class, and then she can do this. She has a burrowing speed. Or maybe not just a burrowing speed, some kind of earth powers. Let's just simplify. Is that all? He's basically Simon Belmont and Link and an earthbender. Earth kineticist with fighter dedication. That might be too much earth power. Maybe the other way around, if that makes any sense to do. Which it probably doesn't. Fighter seems better as a dedication than something specific like kineticist. It would be a fun thought experiment to build her in Pathfinder, though. I might do that. What? Oh. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. Buddy, you can't have this. Quit it. You're not allowed. Ranch dressing's not good for you. Or me. You can't have the random Mike and Ike I accidentally dropped earlier and put on my desk so I wouldn't eat it either. Sorry, the Mike and or Ike, singular. He does want it. I'm not sure why. That couldn't be... It's a locked door with a ladder. That couldn't be everything that's in here. I'm missing something. I had to steal a ladder to get up here and then get one item. I don't think so. You know, theoretically, depending on how I wanted, on which weapon I wanted to build into with her, she could actually be another gunslinger. She could be the type that has the combined weapon, the like melee slash gun dual purpose weapon. I'll switch to that weapon in a minute and show you what I'm talking about. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I think Vanguards were the ones that have the that use heavy weapons and are more tanky. It might be though. I'm actually not sure. It's been a while since I read that guide. I guess that is all that's in there. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't be here long. But yeah, it's what's it called? The battery buster. So it's a gun, and then you recharge your ammo by clubbing them with it. And it shifts between the two forms. I need to check the map again. Let's see. Oh, I did get the bone stone. Okay, I just need one fish. Treaure brand, that's the one. Cool in concept. I'm not actually sure how useful in practice, though. Whoops. Archives of Nethys lives in your top bar. I mean, you are dungeon mastering 2 Pathfinder games at least, and also playing in a Starfinder game. I imagine it makes sense. Weirdest fishing minigame ever. Just like, it's one of your weapons. And also it fishes up fish. The fishing rod can be used to catch fish. Believe it or not. Oh yeah, I forgot it can also spawn rafts. I keep forgetting and accidentally doing that. Turn around. I'll hold left. What's happening? This area called Backwaters Shanty Swamp. This was the first area I cleared, and now I'm very powerful. Way more powerful than when I first came here. Nope, I need the fishing pole. Specifically what I'm here for. I'm not really sure. I don't even think the guide, the Gunslinger guide, I don't think it even recommended Treaure brand. I think it was just like, do this if you have a theme. Otherwise, just be a pistolero. Or a sniper. This is no longer the same area. So the fish I catch here aren't going to be the right one. What the heck? Where do I have to go? Where am I missing a fish? What kind of water haven't I tried in this area, if that makes any sense? Oh, you know what? I think part of this area actually connects with the beach and is still technically the bayou. Oh, if you just want to use the gun as an opener, just do a fighter. That makes sense. Then you just drop it and draw your main weapon instead of reloading it, right? Or get, like, quick swap or something. This is probably gonna be where I find new fish. Yeah, switching between the two is nice. And I get a lot of fun moves, but yes, just shooting somebody once in the face. And then, because I would be a master at pistols from being a fighter as well, right? At the level we're at. Yeah, so. But as a gunslinger, I'm only a master at pistols, and then I'm only an expert at my sword, which I think is about to change. But you know. But yeah, building Mina, I would probably. what weapon would I go? I'd probably go whip. Just because it's the iconic one that she uses in, like, all the stuff. And then I could optionally have a shield. Because there's a shield weapon in this. The gunslinger is reloading the class, then gun the class. It's true. It's true. Although you would need a very special crossbow to make that more worthwhile. No, this is Loner's Landing. This isn't in the bayou anymore. I thought this would still technically be bayou map. Where the heck am I missing a fish in an entire swamp? There was the secret boss area. No, that was in Nox Bayou, not here in Backwaters. What the heck? Oh! Right. In the actual fishing area where I get the fishing pole. And then I figured out how to make progress this way, but I saved it for later. Oops. Oh, there's a specifically necromancer class? What makes it not a real necromancer, though? Dang it. Why does it always take me back so far? No permanent undead. That's probably for the best. Always a problem. Every system thinks they can do it. And they're always wrong. Oh, that especially puts a damper on it if it's not legal and it's specifically evil. Okay, yeah, so I came to this screen off stream and I was like, this is a trap. I'm gonna wait until I'm streaming to come in here. Oh, hi. It's the fish that ate the dude that gave me the fishing rod. Oh, I can't shoot him. I can hit him from the front if I use the fishing pole to do it. That's clever. I need to heal, but I can't. Ah, shoot. I don't know. It ate a guy, and then I did fishing for a while, and now it's attacking me. Okay, not gun for that one. No. You know what, I used the whip for the whole game, let's use something else. But not the gun. Not on that fight. The bullets bouncing off of his face was a pretty good sign to not try that. You know, come to think of it, this is technically a firearm melee weapon hybrid. Maybe she is a trigger brand outside of using the whip. Oh yeah, good old rocket slash gun hammer. Can't go wrong. I think trigger brand gets feats to like unload and swing at the same time too, so maybe that would actually work. I don't actually need sidearm ammo, I'm fine. I don't know why I don't just go in here. Throwing axe would actually be terrific in this fight, but I can't get one here. So I'm not gonna bother filling up my sidearm ammunition. Dang it. Although it would be really nice against these guys to have sidearm ammo. The fishing rod is one of the only ways in the game that you can heal indefinitely without having to refill your vials. How did that miss? Oh, come on. How did he move and then the hook stayed in place? I'm having a little trouble with the hitbox on the hammer in this guy. Yeah. Ah, this sucks. Man, I was thinking hammer because I don't get a lot of opportunities to attack. But its hitboxes are weird. So I keep missing in my opportunities. Can a fish spit? Some of them can. Some of them hunt that way, actually. I imagine that's a very specific thing that some fish can do, but most can't, though. Oh, come on. Hitbox is so weird. Every time. Unbelievable. That hitbox is so annoying. It just wiggles out of the way at like the exact perfect timing to not let you use the hammer. I'll survive another hit. Oh, what? That barely grazed me. That sucks. Alright, so the hammer is not a good weapon for this fight, as it turns out. I'll just do what I said I was going to do in the first place and use the whip. It's like it's specifically programmed to make you miss. I'm sure it'd be fine if I had fought the boss before, but you know. I need these guys to stop plummeting in the water so I can build up my combo. I also had a trinket that wasn't working in that fight because I couldn't hit it rapidly enough with the hammer to get the bubble to activate. On account of his long terms of, not invulnerability, but, you know, not having a target nearby. So that fight just took entirely too long with the hammer. Nice being able to attack him while he's attacking with the whip. Oh hey, you're alive somehow. Did you have fun? Erwin? Yeah, the flesh of enemies in this game tends to disappear. Bones are your money, so it's convenient. Oh, he found it. Well, isn't that convenient? He found another fishing rod inside the monster, so they didn't have to change his sprite. That's it? Okay. Huh. I think that's the bayou complete. Or the backwaters. I still have to go to the bayou. I always forget that the dungeon areas are like two areas. Nice Super Metroid reference. I couldn't help but notice I didn't get any bones from that fight. There they are. The fish board, I'm missing one. The bones are so big. Big bones, that means they're worth more money. I think I already bought everything in the game that's like worth buying, so it's not important. I guess I'll just go to the bayou. I'll also switch weapons again, so I'm not just using the whip for this entire playthrough and nothing else. Get some more practice with the hammer. I think the move there probably would have been just to use the quick swings, even though they were weak. But only because I had that trinket that gives me that little shield bubble if I get rapid hits. Just get the rapid hits and get the shield bubble and then go for the big swings. And that would have given me more safety to go for the big swings, making the fight shorter, methinks. What are we missing? Just a trinket. Huh. The fun thing about the hammer is that you can hit flying enemies with it while you're on the ground because of the overhead swing. Oh yeah. You know, this fun-looking Game Boy graphics game has just dead cops in the swamp water. Don't worry about it. They were traitors, it's fine. And then we learned that the traitors were the good guys. And then we got betrayed by the people who weren't traitors earlier. Everything's fine. Mina is going to have the big sad after this game is over. But I'm sure there's going to be like a DLC next year where you work with Thorn to do something good. Even though Mina was very condescending about his bat wings, and that was not cool of her, they're good friends now, I'm sure. Oops. Aware swamp monster. I think this trinket was also the combo trinket was probably also bad in tandem with the hammer on that specific boss, because it was making the swings that I did land much weaker instead of stronger. Which just lends back to the I should have used more quick swings theory. But that's not the first boss where I'm like, oh no, this is pretty tough, and then I switch to the whip and just annihilate it. The whip was kind of my ride or die for the whole game. It is good. It is just like the all-around, like, no drawbacks weapon. It's like the middle-of-the-road one. But also, all of its power, like all of the upgrades it gets, are kind of specific. So with the hammer, if I want to deal more damage, I just charge it longer. But with the whip, you have to, like, hit with the tip of the whip, and then, like, instead of mashing the button, you have to pulse it, because that had that little electric aftershock. You have to, like, meter out your swings at a specific tempo, which I'm just, you know, good at because I've been using it the whole game. But it is good. All the weapons are good. I think the shield needs a tweak or two. Oops. Fish. The shield's really fun, but it is not useful a lot of the time. It gets a little better when you realize you can parry the enemy's, like, contact hitbox. I hate these rednecks and their stupid explosive boos. That's just something I could say in real life. Oh, here we go. That way. Just for the uninformed, I'm not just, like, wandering aimlessly. The little skull that shows how many that's next to my bone counter lights up when I'm close to a secret. I finally bought that upgrade. I mean, it seems cool. I'm sure just about anyone in our group would love playing a psychic at least once. I'm just curious if it would be any good for the character I want to run that's going to be based on Ness. Cantrip the class, so Warlock, yes. You'll have to see it. And crossing the bayou is so much easier now that I can swim indefinitely. Can't believe how crazy this area was the first time I came through. And I'm just like, doop-de-doo, hold the B button. Okay, when it lights up blue, that means there's a secret next to this area. But I went in all directions, and it didn't light up red. That's interesting. Dang it. I blew it. Oh. PK Fire! Even though Ness doesn't get that ability in the game. Oh, I can drain the water, that's right. Might be the answer. Might be like a psychokinetic fire. It is, it is. I don't think draining the water was the answer. Oh. No. It's not here either. Man. I was too thorough. Every time I think I found something, I'm like, oh wait, no, I've been here. Oh, they also get Cone of Cold. Nice. A freeze. I don't remember if Lucas uses that one actually in his game. PK Flash is a Ness ability. I'm not sure why they picked that as one of his moves, considering it doesn't really translate. But it turned into a pretty cool move by the time Ultimate came around. It was not good until Ultimate. It's arguably still bad. It just has some uses now. I'm not sure where this secret is. The movement is very satisfying in this game. This game is honestly, it's kind of like the answer to my complaints about 2D Zeldas. Oh, I need to change that. That bot message is out of date. I always felt like there wasn't enough room for skill expression in the 2D Zeldas to, like, make you feel like you've done something cool. Like, the movement's stiff and the combat's not particularly interesting. They're good games for what they do, but that's not what they do. And I've always wished they could do that and be what they are. This game doesn't have, like, the puzzles and stuff that in the same way a Zelda game does, though. Though it's not in the same genre, I wouldn't say necessarily. Not exactly. It's in the same genre. You could separate them into subgenres, though. Let's say. What does that mean? Vascular syrup. Health decreases very slowly on hit. You cannot die until. Oh, like when I get hit. I thought that meant when I hit something. I was like, my health goes down. But like, this game has a lot of ways to play it and like be good at it. I feel like being good at a 2D Zelda game doesn't really look like much or feel like much. 2D Zeldas are a lot more are a lot better at making you feel clever when you solve them. For example. But like when you win a fight, it's just like, okay, that's over. Not to compare this to a Souls game like everybody else, but the comparison is there. When you win a fight, it's like, oh, Thank God. I've done it. Well, I'm not gonna tell you to pick up a Switch 2 to play Ocarina of Time Remake. But you could. It's coming out this year. If you were at all interested, maybe pick one up before the price hike that they've already announced. If that hasn't already happened, I haven't been watching it. And I can't believe I didn't find the mirror world until like the end of the game because I didn't push into the mirror long enough. Definitely gonna. That's gonna be one of those things of replayability where it's like, this is totally different now that I know about this place and can use it the whole game. Instead of just like at the last 2 dungeons. Let's see. I need a Thunder Lab. Figure out where I'm going next. Five of 7 in the manor. What? I'm missing 1 bone stone in Osix? Oh, I know who has it. I know what. I've gotta explore more and use up more of my keys. There's a guy that's totally gonna give me money in exchange for keys. If I complete, like, if I use enough of them. You see, he wants the supply of keys to be choked and limited, and then he's going to reward me for accomplishing that for him. Seems like a cool quest. Well, depending on how big of a game the remake turns out to be, I could offer to lend you mine. I don't use my Switch 2 that often outside of the Nintendo exclusives. I can let you borrow it after I'm done with it. It's funny, I've already got my Switch 1 on loan to somebody else. For them to play a Zelda game specifically, also. Because he hasn't played Breath of the Wild. Let's see. How am I still missing stuff at the beach? Yeah, I'm genuinely curious. I'm not hopeful that it's gonna be anything like miraculous. I just want to know what's going on in their head. I think I'll take the mirror over to the beach, because that puts me like right in the middle of the place. Be faster. It's like fully on. I think the map showed it was fully on the beach and not in the area leading up to it. I think that. Wait, I can read the sign if I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, whoops. We looked in the mirror. I think that's another one of the reasons I didn't figure out how to enter the mirrors, that I kept pressing the button on the mirror. This game's got dwarves, by the way. They're kind of bastards. Unfortunately. I'm also really overpowered for this area now, so I just one-shot them. Yeah, one of the ending cards that I was like, oh, that's a bad ending for that area. I wonder how I can change that by playing better. Well, it's them looting this thing's corpse of all of its bones and leaving it as, like, an empty husk. This, like, sandworm thing we're on. While the guy who was, like, trying to take care of it, like, cries over it. Also, the head, like, master dwarf is a cannibal. And he heals during his mini-boss fight by eating the smaller dwarfs. What is wrong with you? It's completely insane. On a similar note, no. What, no? I hope not. Bone Rush Trail. Yeah, this is Bone Beach still. Oh, why didn't that grapple me to it? 3 of 4 of the female love interests are cannibals? Or have been cannibals? How is that a statistic that's real? Wrath of the Righteous, what is wrong with you? Are the writers okay? You can bring them back to cannibalism? Why would you do that? Oh right, I forgot about the message in a bottle. I found the guy who sent that by accident, while not looking for it. So I didn't need the directions after all. Yeah, I feel like if we weren't being cooperative, we would have just lost already. Like, we may be nearly invincible individually, but getting wiped as a party would be death for all of us. Or at least for those of us who didn't run away. Oh yeah, fun fact about this dungeon. Since it's on the back of a big worm, this stuff, all these, like, little brain-looking things, these are all moving platforms the first time you come through here. And now that the worm's dead, they don't move anymore. The NPCs can decide that you're worse than the bad guy? That's amazing. You can be that evil, huh? I feel like a lot of games aren't brave enough to let you do that. Because, like, it's one of those things where it's like, most people aren't going to experience this content and play it this way. You have to kill your love interest to become a lich, or after you're a lich? Also, how do you... Are we going to get a chance to become a lich? No, okay. Fair. This is still Bone Beach, right? Yep. No. I'm missing 3 bone stones in this area. And I haven't seen a single ping on my little skull friend down there. A full zombified party. Oh my god. That's back in Sand Falls, so it's not going to be there. You know what? They're probably all in the, like, in the dungeon proper. That place was kind of confusing. I went back this far. Maybe it would be better to take the train and then retake the mirror to get deeper into the dungeon. Swarm that walks. Even the evil party members hate you. Oh, swarm that walks, huh? Do I even want to know what that means? Where is the train station? Oh. Oh. You know, that's, a fair reaction, then. Oh, that's confusing. Uh-huh. Hate the Kingdom of Mendev. Okay. Hello, one guard that doesn't hate me. I love you. They said you're dangerous, but I just don't see it. Ah! He's after me. Oh boy. He used the World Wound to go to the Abyss and eat the demons. That is pretty evil. Sometimes the phrase evil so dark it hates other evil. Stupid of a line as that would be to actually say. Kind of applies. You can be that evil. In Wrath of the Righteous. Still trying to think of classes. I haven't looked at enough of the newer classes to, like, pick one for Mina. Would a magus with earth spells make any sense? Again, that's probably too much earth power, but it doesn't have to be exactly on brand. Swashbuckler with, like, some kind of magic dedication to pick up a couple spells. They're probably all in here. I'm gonna take the long way instead of the shortcut, work my way through. Ancestry with a burrow speed. Yeah. There's gotta be at least one of those, right? I mean, she also does, like, earth-based science. Those little blue orbs that pop out when you die are from the earth, too. And, like, she invented the power source of this whole island. Using, you know, the power of the earth. Which brings me to, by the way, I think Mina might actually be, pretty old for a protagonist in a game like this. It's like, it's been 10 years since she invented a new power source for this island, and she was a hollower before that. Because she used her knowledge of hollowing to invent the earth power machine. Also, she's an expert in, like, every weapon. Yeah, Mina may well be in her 40s. Not to mention the fact that she takes a nap after every dungeon. Mina and Master Chief. The dynamic duo, and then they can meet Isabel and Doom Guy out in their adventures. God dang it. Hammer's a little rough in the platforming sections. Oh, come on, grab on. I don't actually know where I'm going. I haven't found any, like, glimmer of, like, where to go. My little skull radar is not popping up anything. I don't know how I've been through this many rooms and I haven't been adjacent to 3 rooms that have treasures in them. Oh. Found one. Angel, Demon, Azada. Aeon, Trickster. Devil, Lich. Oh, Lich is one of the mystic paths. Interesting. So that's how you become a Lich. Ah. The thing about this is that it's an auto-scroller, so if I miss the thing I'm looking for, I have to come back to the beginning, like, the long way, and figure out my way back in here. That's probably why I missed them in the first place, is because it's an auto-scroller. I mean, it's not a true auto-scroller. There's only one true auto-scroller in the game, and it's honestly pretty miserable in, like, a true-to-form kind of way that I wish they didn't do. Not enough for me to deduct points from this game, as much as I did joke about that. I was like, really, an auto-scroller at the end, and then I have to fight these dudes before the boss fight? How dare you? Not seeing anything. Oh, I forgot about the follow-up camera move. Oh, you have to start on a different mythic path to get to Devil? Huh. That's weird considering, you know, the fact that devils are natural enemies of the demons and you're fighting demons. You'd think that one would be just, like, offered to you. Man, this room's also super long, so the secret could be anywhere in this whole length of room because this has all been one room. It's really hard to keep my eyes out for stuff on, you know, platforming. Suspicious the way this is laid out. Oh, why did it put me up here? We're still technically in the same room. And I didn't find it, because we're at the end of the room now. There's nothing here. Huh. That's a tricky one. I mean, honestly, technically, all 3 of them could be in there. All 3 of the secrets I'm missing. And I just, like, didn't spot any of it. So I was too busy trying to figure out how to get through that place again. Oh, there's one here, too. Guess I should have started at the very beginning of the dungeon. Every game of this style has to have the body dungeon. Blame Jabu Jabu's belly. So nice, they did it twice. Jabu Jabu is square, kind of. I just like the Master Quest version where Jabu Jabu has cows in him. Like, well, they gotta feed Jabu. They gotta feed their god something. No, that's one of those things that people are like, "Hey, cool remake." Oh no. Oh. Obviously, I'm excited to see how they redesign Wolfos. We get to see bipedal Wolfos again. Maybe. I guess they don't necessarily have to make them bipedal this time. I mean, I bet there are. Bad dog. God. This guy sucks with the hammer. He keeps bouncing off the terrain while I'm trying to charge my attacks. Oh, the water bears. Forget what they're actually called. You know, that might be the idea, considering it's living inside a giant worm. Go back to the part of the dungeon I was in earlier. Oh wait, not this way. Oh, I shouldn't have come in here. I should have... I just respawned all of the enemies. I should have just gone into it again without restoring myself. So I didn't have to deal with the enemies this time. I could look for secrets better. Dang it. Oh. Yeah, I can't burrow in that wall. Not on the diagonal, it looks like. I can burrow on the straight walls. Might be the trick to finding whatever I'm looking for. Don't really know what I'm looking for. It's just bone stones, so they can be anywhere. Just probably in like a cracked wall or something like that. I also maybe ought to turn down the screen shake a little bit while I'm looking for secrets. Huh. I wasn't sure that was gonna work. Very clever. No wonder I missed that. Wait, how do I get back? Oh, I see. Jump off the bat wisp thingies. Just take a ride on the stairs off the screen, why not? I don't think... it's still... The skull eyes are still blue, so I'm still missing stuff adjacent to this room. I don't think they're gonna do that one twice, though, right? Oh, forgot. Can't jump that. I have to do a burrow jump. I always do that, where I'm just like, okay, here I go, and I zone out and just jump normally. I don't know why it put me back here. Guess this floor isn't moving. Dang, that set me back really far. I just wanted to look around, man. Hold on, I can... Feels like there should have been something out there. Like, do this, look around. It's the way those... I guess there were bones originally, now it's just replaced with the one bones because I already collected them. Huh. That looks suspicious too. Oh, what do you know? The weird rib cage was suspicious after all. right, I left the lantern equipped. This would actually really suck without the lantern. Oh. I misread that. This is a really long secret room. Okay, now if I go back out there into that main auto-scroller, and the skull's eyes are still blue, then I know I'm in trouble. That means I have to do the auto-scroller again, and look around again. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. The last secret is somewhere else. Which I guess is either good or bad, depending on your perspective. At least I would know where it was if it was in there. Went through all that. I know it's not, and that's not nothing, yes. That's what I was thinking. No, I need the fish bowl. I'm still missing one fish. I just realized this guy's name is Captain Greaves. It's spelled like the boots. But all this guy does when you talk to him is grieve over this this giant worm. Har har. Remind me again how there's not a singular solitary cheese pun in this whole game. How did they do it? How did they resist? They live for puns. A cheese pun would be trite. Well, that is true. They have great resolve. I'll give them that. Are they Gouda enough for you? Hey. She is mouse. She does not demand cheese. She demands peace on Tenebrous Isle. And the deconstruction of the power company. There's not any cheese, period. You know? That's true. There's not even cheese at the fancy dinner party at the end of the game. Not that I've noticed. I didn't see any on, like, the plates. But I think for the most part, they weren't really... The plates weren't, like, detailed enough. If they were plates of food, I can't remember. Cheese does require livestock. That could get awkward. I mean, I think there's still normal animals in this game. Yeah, there are tomato pigs. That's true. There are normal animals and also weird animals that are still animals. I forgot about the tomato pigs. They only show up on one screen in the whole game. That I know of. I'm not sure what you're insinuating, but I'm gonna assume it's vegan cheese. Don't look up human cheese. Forgot about this guy. Come to think of it, I should probably check an underlab and see if I'm actually still missing something. I might have gotten 3 and just, like, didn't register that I picked up one of them. I did, okay. I did pick up the 3rd one at some point. Let's see. Crypt. I didn't really explore the crypt that much. I went to it really late in the game and just kind of curb stomped everything. Apparently that was supposed to be one of the first 2 places I went to, and I should have noticed that it was in every one of the newspapers. There were people complaining that I didn't help the crypt. Should I take the mirror to the crypt or just walk over there? Take the lab. See exactly where I'm missing stuff. Okay, I got everything in Mourner's Mile on the way up the crypt. So yeah, I should just take the mirror to the crypt. Technically, I could fast travel with the puppet shops, if I could remember where any of them were. Oop. You know what? I've got to change that Stream Elements message. It's wrong. It's incorrect. We did that last weekend. It's bothering me now. I feel like it didn't post this often when I wanted it to. We are an inefficient species for cheese production. Well, I could have told you that. I couldn't have told you that was possible at all, but if it was, we were bad at it. I mean, not we, I'm a wolf. What are you talking about? Can't imagine wolf cheese is any better. Prey animal cheese is probably consistently going to outperform predator cheese. Did you have the phrase predator cheese on your bingo card for the night? Why would that be documented? Foodies are weird people. Uh-huh. Oh, you know what? I think I know where one of the things I'm missing is in the manor. Because there was one of these statues that was missing a head. And I forgot to go find the head. The milk to cheese ratio is not good. It's a very important detail when you're making queso. Getting that milk to cheese ratio. This guy's still here.
This feels right. Maybe the smell's coming from me after all. Hard to tell who's actually dead in this place. I'm gonna rest for a while, but you still ought to take a bath.
Fromage de chat. Oy. Oh, catchies. I mean, Ben Stiller did do that whole bit in that movie about milking a cat. That became such a famous scene that people still reference it, even though I'm pretty sure nobody's watched that movie in like 15 years. Nobody on the whole planet. And they shouldn't. It was interesting that we buried a man alive, and then he stopped talking to us. And then he appeared, and he was one of the people that actually survived in the ending somehow. I don't know how that worked. We buried him alive at his request, but we still buried him alive. Still seemed like a bad idea at the time. But he wouldn't take no for an answer, and he had our trinket that we wanted. How much was I missing? We might be in, like, needle in a haystack mode right now, and I haven't been paying enough attention. Decent amount. I'm missing a locked area, and a key, and a trinket that's probably behind the locked door. Sorry, a kier. The milk weirds you out more. More than what? Go on, finish your thought. Also, hi, are we doing Deltarune tonight? I've been operating under the assumption that we are. Excellent. I probably am not getting 100% at this time. Because we're gonna have to start that in a little bit. Predator cheese. Oh, you're getting the tea ready in advance. Did you figure out what was wrong with your tea? You said it tasted weird last time. Oh wait, you know what? I should go through that area. It could be leading up in the area leading up to the generator. It's just old. Okay, yeah. That happens. Oh. That's really old. It's sad that since I'm exploring and finding secrets, I can't play as Beast Mina. because I need all the maneuverability to make sure I don't miss anything. I'm probably one run I'm gonna do of this game is probably like a new game +1, where I just play the whole game as Beast Mina. He's got a very interesting moveset. We're back in Warner's Mile now. So it's not here. How am I missing an entire... Saw that. Sit still, statue. Do your job. How am I missing an entire locked area? This should be obvious where it is, if I were to run across it. Oops, dang it. It wasn't this way. Ah. I think I ever got grabbed by one of those things. They're really slow. For how fast-paced this game is, I would expect them to, like, jump up underneath me a lot faster. I don't even know what they do, if they just, like, do damage or if they actually grab onto you. Missing a lot of stuff. Let's see, I came out to that room to the right, so I guess I should go up the stairs here. Back up there. Hey, dude. Hypothetically speaking, you wanted to murder someone, would the crypt be the best place? Just thinking out loud, don't mind me. Seen a guy in a red shawl, can't seem to find him anywhere. I sure wish I could tell him I did actually see a dead man with a red shawl covering his corpse. Seems like important information. Nothing still. I think all of that stuff I'm missing is in one place. Which is why I haven't found any, like, hint of it yet. I'm gonna find it all in the same spot once I do, you know, get there. Okay. Well, I hope nobody tries to do a damageless run of this game, because that would suck right there. Okay, this is still technically the crypt. Perfect. Nothing over there. Grave robbing, no worries. Everything's fine. Oh, this is all still crypt too. And the skull's lighting up now. Man, all the stuff I missed is on these super long screens where it could be anywhere. Oh, need that. Wait. Yeah, I'm still missing one fish, right? I don't know where it is, but I am missing one. I totally forgot I was also carrying another sidearm. Could have been using that more. Oh. That's not usually how this goes. Turns out the secret I was looking for wasn't in a secret room in that room at all. It was just in the normal adjacent room. It's just in here somewhere. No secret tunnels required. You guys are really annoying with the hammer. That was the main thing about using the whip all the time. It's just like, it's very rare to find a scenario where the whip is not, like, useful. But like, these guys just barrel straight towards you even when you're hitting them with the knockback attack. Which is kind of bad for the whip too, because it needs a little time to wind up. And it's got that, like, tipper mechanic. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I found it. Deal more damage, but at low health. Sidearms also cost less at low health. That's an interesting combination with one of the trinkets I'm using right now that lets me spend health on on sidearms. That probably pairs really well if I want to go full, like, risky unga bunga. Throw all the things. Oh, there's still secret on this screen. That wasn't the secret of this screen. Well, that's good. That means everything's here. What's not good is that I looked everywhere else first. I think we explored everything. This is one of the ladies that, like, shows up in your Chrono Trigger trial and is like, I can't believe it. I can't believe how bad Mina is. She did my job for me and made me look like a fool. Like, wouldn't you be better off hiring a hollower to do this job? They could just do it as, like, a part-time thing. It would take them no time at all to dig graves. Wait, why is she so happy now? Did she finally realize that I did her job for her? Oh, because I did all of them. Sweet. I see. I was supposed to do all of them for her. And I needed a thing that tells me there's a secret on this screen to figure that out. That was not clear, but that is why they made the secret thingy. Need to find an underlab. See what I'm still missing. I think that was everything, but I need to check. Yeah. I don't mind 100%ing games that have a really solid checklist system like this. I really don't. The games I don't like 100%ing are just like, you missed a doodad on the map that won't help. It's somewhere on the whole map. Good luck. Or, heck, I was just talking about Mario Sunshine in somebody else's Discord recently. It's just like, the blue coin you're missing could be on anywhere on the map, but maybe not right now. You might actually have to choose a different shine and come back to this level at a different time for this particular blue coin to appear on the map. It's like, thanks, Mario Sunshine, that's really stupid and I hate you. Let's see, I might be able to finish this. I mean, Space Ace is already here. So maybe I should just call it and do the last 3 areas next time. And then just, like, start a new game plus with whatever extra time I have. What do you think? Are you ready to start? You still in there? Well, I mean, I don't know how long this is going to take, is the thing. So if you're ready, I'd like to just start now. Because this could take 20 minutes or it could take an hour. It really depends on how well hidden this stuff is, or if I missed or if I maybe miscounted and missed a secret boss or something. Which, by the way, I don't think you would like the fishing in this game. Your reward for getting most of the fishing trophies is a secret boss that tries to, that's a giant fish that tries to eat you. On the other hand, you'd probably still run the fishing rod anyways, because it's the only solid way to heal outside of combat without using your resources. You're messing with your crane prizes right now? Okay, I'll go do one more area. I guess technically it uses a resource. It uses your sidearm ammo. But it also refills your sidearm ammo. Because you're pretty likely to find jewels while fishing. I think the sad part about the fishing in this game is you only get to see each unique fish once. I actually do wish you could fish them up again. But once you have their trophy, they stop appearing and you get more prizes instead. But think about it. The special fish could drop the prizes. I actually need to check. Maybe I spent enough of these now to get him to do whatever he's gonna do. At last, the artificial Kier supply has collapsed. I buy only under true market pressure. I'll take all 10. No half measures or stimulus distortions, okay? No. I need to check something first. I imagine this is like a 100% reward, where it's like, you got all the keys, we put 10 extra keys in the game, so you don't have to find them all to open all of the things, and then we put this NPC here that buys the last of them if you're going for 100%. But I do need to make sure there aren't any locked doors before I sell the keys. Okay, we're good. Only under true market pressure. We're going to sell them, and then he's going to price gouge people. But it's part of 100%, so I'm doing it. Wait, what? But I'm saying yes? Hello? Is this a bug? That's weird. Hold on, I'm gonna reload my save file and see if that fixes it. I'm wondering if it's like bugged out because I said no a second ago. This game's been pretty solidly built so far, but I have seen some also really... Oh, do I have 10? He was acting like it was time, so I didn't actually check. All 10, he says. Okay. Okay, his dialogue changed because I spent 10 keys. Or there are 10 unspent keys left in the game. That's right. That's a good point. His dialogue changed, so I thought it was ready. Full Train Peak. Has the very last key in the game. I'm also surprised there's not like a late game, like hard to get trinket that's just like the skeleton key from Zelda 2. Or Zelda 1 and 2 actually. And it just like ruins him financially, and then he gives you his last bone stone because he's just like given up. He was just holding out for that gear supply. Oh. I accidentally walked straight onto a screen that had a... Oh yeah, I remember this screen. This place sucks. I know exactly why I missed something here. How did that miss? Get over here and die. You little freak. I hate this guy. My kingdom for a whip. Or a gun. You know, I'm kind of disappointed that the charge shot on the battery buster doesn't do that, or something like that, if you charge it up enough. It would have been cool to get to fire my own laser. It's also kind of funny that the fishing rod is integral to all of the speedrun categories. Don't fall farther than that. No! Back off! Okay, how do I do this? Okay, I'll get the bike. Why not? Oh, I tried to turn it around, it didn't work. It's really funny that one of the side weapons is a bike. It's just a bicycle. It has a giant spike on the front, I guess. It's not just a bike. Eastern Heath. So this is not Eastern Heath. Is that right? Is that the word they meant to use there? What's a heath? Is it in any way related to the candy bar? Attractive wasteland. By an extensive area of rather level, open, uncultivated land, usually with poor soil, inferior drainage, and surface rich in peat or peaty hummus. Humus. Not hummus. Hummus is a food. Alright, interesting. So then what the heck is a heath bar? Why is it called that then? Is it a name? It's probably just a name. Probably the name of a family that lived in a heath. You know, in the old times. Why does Mars bar not contain Mars? I mean, I didn't say that. Heath bars are kind of a wasteland. And Mars bars do kind of... Don't they just make you a little angry? Like, maybe you want to start some kind of war. Wait, where am I going? I'm supposed to be looking for secrets, not just progressing. I really want to know what the lore is with these guys. Why are there other burrowing mice up here in the mountains? And why do they throw ninja stars at you? Also, they're kind of huge, so they might be rats. They're almost as big as Beast Mina. Nope. And they just show up. They're just suddenly here, and it's like, why are they frozen in ice? What is this? Like, there are lore implications here, and I will not be convinced otherwise. Okay, so the rail grinding was a really underused mechanic. I kind of forgot about it, honestly. Oh, you can hit them with the fishing rod while they're burrowing. Unfortunately, I was not ready for that. I just got smacked in the face for it. Oops. We got blue eyes here. I'm not gonna do what I did last time. Man, stop. I'm not gonna do what I did last time and search around. I'm gonna go into the next room and see if it's there. Okay, it's not. I could have sworn I went in here. I remember going underneath a rail like that, but I guess it wasn't this one. Yes, thank you. Ear. Why couldn't the keys just be keys? I would like to know. They're key gears. For some reason. Wow, I'm still missing a lot of stuff here. Well, 2 things. That's a lot considering I'm at, 98%, I think. Where do you fish around here? Oh. Hello, I forgot about you guys too. Oh man. I wonder what those guys are called. Freaky worm wolves. The enemies all have names in this game, right? They're not just like enemy wolf guy. In fact, I wonder what the name of those weird other hollowers are. Yeah, I figured. I seem to remember them doing that, rather. Don't. Close. Oh, cards that name all the enemies, okay. So maybe we don't officially know all their names yet. Oop. And that'll come later. This is the one I went under. I did the much more complicated one, but didn't find the simpler one. Just to be sure. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Wait. Yeah, I definitely did that, I remember it. I need to go back and play more of the Shovel Knight DLCs. I meant to play Shovel Knight again before this game came out, but I've just been so bogged down, missing so many streams. I just had to get through some of the stuff I've already committed to. Didn't have time to take a Shovel Knight break. Gotta get back to Devil May Cry. Maybe we'll just do this instead. I think was the intent. Oh! I was like, what is that? It turns into a fish if you're on a screen where you have a unique fish that you're missing. That's wild. And to think, I might not have seen that under different circumstances. Oh god, this fish is gonna kill me. Why is it so dangerous? Would have been the second Twitch streamer that played all of Treasure Trove for Mina. Well, I didn't get around to it. I did play... I had never played Shovel Knight before when I played it last year in preparation for this game. And I was gonna play more, as I said. I played the beginning of Spectre Knight. Oh wait. Oh, perfect. Double check if I got everything. No, I'm still missing a stone. Love air mobility. Oh. You should check out... Do you like Mario 3? If so, you should check out Kitsune Tales. It's like Mario 3, but there's a second character you can play as that has crazy mobility. But also still Mario 3 type physics. Like if you've ever played the messenger, you know how you get like the cloud step every time you slice something in the air, you can jump again. She's basically got that and more, and it's Mario 3 physics, and it's way better than it sounds when I just say it like that. It's pretty cool. It also has like built-in Kaizo levels if you're into that. But only a couple at the very end. And I was not prepared for them. Oh, right. Hello. It's a little bit frustrating at times because it's like, it's so close to being Mario 3 in physics, but it's not. So if you've played Mario 3 a lot, it'll be a little bit odd. And I think the level design probably could have used some work before they put it out there, but it's not that bad. Mina the Hollower, Shovel Knight treasure trove. Yeah. I mean, they're not similar games. It's just that this company only has a couple of IPs. And they make good stuff. Oh. These are guys made mid-boss. Mid-boss. I'm trying to remember what that is. I feel like I've heard that, but I'm not sure. I didn't look at the other stuff they'd made, I just played the game that I played from them. Oh, okay. See, that's a fun concept that barely got covered in a Kirby game once, and it was not done well, and they never did it again. Good old Ghost Kirby. It sure was a thing they did one time. I'm not. I love Kirby, like the whole series. I'm not the biggest fan of Squeak Squad. This is a much better mouse-themed game. IMO. If it wasn't a flagship game, Ghost Kirby probably would have come back by now. Maybe. But we got the helper system back, so I don't think we need Ghost Kirby anymore. Or at least that's probably... That's not what I wanted to do at all. Grab the ghost lady. Okay, that's interesting. So the thing about... I don't actually know how the raft works. Because I found the Burrower's Codex before I got the raft upgrade. So I never used it, I just burrowed through the water, since you can do that. Apparently, if you throw the raft and then fish and grapple an enemy, it drags the raft along with you underneath you, which is great and useful, and I did not know that. Yeah, but apparently it's got some other features I wasn't aware of. I know you can throw it, whoops, and you can hit it around, but if you fish, like I fished on that ghost lady and it brought the raft with me. I mean, like, Wallower's gloves plus Hollower's codex is just like Burrower's codex. Burrower. That's a hard word to say for some reason. Burrower's codex. That's a pretty unbeatable combination when you're just exploring. The main reason I don't use Beast Mina more often. Because I'm like, I need these to check for secrets. I found the Yacht Club Games logo, and now I need more. Apparently I forgot how to do this. Oh, wait. That looked like a path. Alright, I'm not really in the middle of anything right now, so just let me know when you get finished, and we'll switch over to Deltarune. God, I hate these things. Who did this? No brother of mine. Clearly, the bipedal wolf configuration is superior to the centipedal wolf. As is the mouse. Lupinipede. I mean, the whole thing about this game is that the spark generators are creating nightmare creatures. It's true. Ah, no, stop. I find it kind of odd that they did Medusa heads, but didn't, like, make it an enemy, it's just flying knives. It's like, if you're gonna do the classic Medusa head type enemy, you could at least make it, like, a fun thing. Did they do that in Shovel Knight? I don't remember. Kind of debating whether actually I want to get on this train. Eh. Oh, it doesn't move anymore. That's cool. It's like the worm and all the moving platforms that don't work anymore. Well, that was just me being dumb. The perspective is confusing, but I really should have known that wouldn't work. I tried to get on that rail. Rocket-propelled daggers, oh, yeah. Yeah, I've only played Shovel Knight once, so oops. Alright, buddy. Think you're the only one who can grab? Like that! Stop picking up the thing! Did I not kill this one? No, okay, I didn't. It just drops all of its bones again. It's crazy to me how easy it is to grind for bones in this game, but when they had a necromancer enemy that brings back dead enemies, they made those dead enemies give you 0 bones when you kill them. As if you were gonna use that to grind, as opposed to all these other way better methods. Yeah, rocket-propelled daggers, at least, is funny. Yeah, and they're only in, like, a couple rooms, you're right. It's probably more that they worked on the crypt early on, and they were just like, let's do this, and then it, like, by the time they were done making the game, they didn't bother changing it for its redundancy. Like, yeah, it doesn't really matter if I can grind on these or not. Man, this is just miserable. This is Fall Into Pits the game, I swear. This room sucks. Yeah, yeah. And, you know, of course it would have the Medusa-style enemy being the most Castlevania of all the levels. But yeah, the daggers do appear in multiple places, and I don't like them. They're not interesting. How do you hit this guy with the hammer? I never fought one of these with the hammer. Oh my god, the flying knives are so annoying. Ah, there we go. Just hope. Yeah. Yeah. You use sidearms is my solution. Trying to think what would have been a better thing to make the flying knives instead of just little sparkly knives. Man, thought I could get him before the platform disappeared, but he moved. Oh, dang it. That moved faster than I thought it was going to. I think, out of all the things of this game, and, like, all of the, like, complaints that can be summed up with get good, I think my number one is that taking a lot of damage from platforming is really annoying in this game, because there's no good way to heal from that damage, because they're not fighting anything. Ugh, man. Oh my god, it keeps appearing underneath me and scooping me off the platform. Stop. I mean, I could use the Wallower, but it's... I don't want to accidentally dive into the ice and fling myself off the cliff. See anything. No blue eyes this whole dungeon. Wait. Is this the end? Oh yeah. Seem to be if there's gonna be any secrets this way. But yeah, I probably should have just tried it anyways. The weather modifier turns off the wind here. Huh. I didn't figure there was going to be a secret up here, but I walked up here anyways. I wish you could redo the generators just for, like, score attack reasons, and not actually get to keep the bones. That's why you only took a little damage when you get thrown out the window. Oh, I forgot to check the map while I was in there. I forget where else I want to look for stuff. Whoops. And also, I'm still missing one thing here. I didn't find that bone stone. The window is what actually did the damage. I could actually see that. Ugh. I did not want this. I love this ghost thing, but I need my movement abilities. Need my movement abilities so I can refuse to use them. Because it's never necessary, and I just do the platforming in front of me. Have they? I probably overlooked it because of the platforming or something. It's not... It's good because it's not intrusive, but also I keep not looking over there every room. Do you remember where? Perhaps. I only have one more thing. Stop. By the train station? Oh. I could have sworn I looked right at it while I was over there. I did see a fan art that was just like a 2-panel comic recently. Where, like, Mina, for some reason, can't pronounce Osix correctly. And Lionel screams at her, Osix! And throws her out the window. And I don't know if it was a reference to something. Oh yeah, right here. Maybe he... Yep. Once I knew it was here, it seemed obvious. Huh. Maybe it's not as obvious as I thought. Hold up. I mean, I don't know, it seemed really specific. Yeah, I'm gonna fall. Thought so. Not like a weird jump that I'm gonna do. Let's see. How do I dump this train off the mountain? Probably just have to come from the other direction then, right? Maybe I can... Maybe I'm allowed to go in the train in this area? And hooray, we're getting a new live-action Scooby-Doo soon. Ish. With a real dog for some reason, but hey, whatever. So this isn't how it works anywhere else in the game, but I wonder if I take the train somewhere else and then take the shortcut back up here if the train will be gone. It's just like the Garfield movie. So what you're saying is instead of using a real dog, they should have just had him be voiced by Chris Pratt. Since this is the way of Garfield. Apparently. This one's actually a thinker. I don't feel like I've had to solve a whole lot of stuff to get through any of these. This is a weird one. It's Bill Murray if it's the 2000s version. know when I'm on the train, I'm pretty sure I can, like, jump from car to car. All done? Alright, I guess we'll have to find this next time. I'm not having any ideas. I don't remember... Was there another... There's not another path to the peaks, right? You either take the train... or you take the shortcut that you can only open after you've taken the train. The ledge I can jump off of on that car. But looking like getting on top of the train is going to be somehow the way... This is a weird one. I'm just trying to look for anything, any clues too, and I can't see anything from here. Alright, I'm gonna try one more thing. And then we'll switch over to Deltarune. I gotta remember where the shortcut is. It's like... Oh, I can't look at the map. I always forget I can't just pause and look at the map. Is it this way? No, it's down the other side. Or is it? I have no idea. I think it's at the top of the, one of the pathways leading to the crypt. That's what it's next to on the map, I think. Excuse me, can you move the train? Can I buy a ticket? And then not take the train? Okay, bye. I bought a ticket. Leave now. Bye. Oh. That was actually it. Huh. That's silly. I don't think I've had to do that. Like, I've explored underneath the train in other areas and, like, around the station. I don't think I've had to do that before. Dang it. Oh, well thank you, game. How benevolent of you. I didn't have to do that, where it respawned me right where I fell off, but it did. That's really funny. So wait, now what? Oh man, now I actually have to leave. I actually have to leave via shortcut instead of taking the train now. That's hilarious. A level 1 sorcerer named Tim. Why though? Did Tim request a sorcerer? Or are you just playing with sorcerer builds? Oh, the train's back. I just had to use the underlab. That's funny. Alright, it's time to switch to Deltarune. We're so close. I think we literally have 99% now after that. But next time I will finish this off and then start New Game Plus. Very tempted, since I'm doing 100% before starting New Game Plus, I'm very tempted to do the whole New Game Plus as Beast Mina. It's very tempting to try that, just for fun. But I haven't decided yet. Because it's like, I did play a little bit of New Game Plus off stream just to see what it was like, and all of the secrets are still, like, gotten. I don't need to find all the stuff, but having all the maneuverability of the other trinkets is still nice. So I don't know. You know, that's a really good question. Hold on. I was actually a little sad. They made so many sprites for Beast Mina, but they didn't make a mirror sprite for her. Okay, so if I just like make sure it saves. She beats me when I look at my file. No. I think that answers that. She's so cute. Look at her. Snoozing in the hot tub. The thriller dance is so good. The just like slowly prowling monster dance. I was actually surprised by how in-depth her moveset is. Like, they didn't have to do all that. Oh, hey, also the dirt patch turns into the same... I don't know if it's the same as the big mice or rats or whatever up here on the mountain you do, but it's more similar to theirs. Man, not having the codec, real weird. I've used it as, like, since I got it. I don't know, I also haven't figured out how, there's an achievement for finishing a negative 1% run, and I don't know what that means. And I'm wondering if it has something to do with selling items at the pawn shop. And I wonder if you could play most of that playthrough as Beast Mina and then sell the Beastium right at the end. And then beat the last boss with something else. I also don't know if that would be a good idea. I don't know. I gotta get switched over. Which means I have to cut the YouTube stream and rename it, do a whole bunch of other stuff. So I will be gone for a few minutes while I fiddle with all that. BRB.